Right, let's see my body weight. Starting off at 82.3. Hi, and welcome to day 63 of my 112-day long winter Grindset program. Today, I actually made a major mistake that actually paid off in the other direction. Today, I thought that it was a Monday since it's January the 1st. I was up all night, I was confused, and I thought that I was supposed to progress on all exercises, and I tried to add a rep on the handstand push-ups, and I failed. Was very disappointed and sad, and I added reps on everything else. The handstand push-ups was the only thing I failed. But then I just figured out that, holy shit, it's not a Monday. So guys, I actually did complete today's handstand push-ups since this week's goal is 6 reps. And as you can see here, I put in maximum effort. That is probably rep 6. My hands were sliding. I fell off the wall, went again. Tried to get like a micro rest there. Still couldn't get the 7th rep. I was really pushing, trying, couldn't get it. Just gave up. Dead. Anyway, the bulk's going good. I thought I weighed around 80. Apparently I don't. Apparently I'm 82.3. But this week's goal remains to stay between 82.0 and 82.25 as an average weight. If I am above that, I will cut my calories by 500 per day for the week after that, for the week after this, rather. And in this week, I will be counting this Sunday into that next week, if that makes sense, when it comes to the weight gain. So if I'm below the target weight, let's say if I average below 82 kilos, I'll simply add another 500 calories. This way, I'll have a fairly simple system that auto-regulates to a point to where my weight gain will be at a controlled pace. I will never be at more than around a 500 to 600 calorie surplus ever, and I will pretty much always be in some form of a surplus, unless I do overdo the bulk, in which case I will be slightly below, for example 100 or 200 calories deficit for a week, just to get back on track. But for the most part, I'm going to be in a deficit. By the way, guys, despite me weighing more than I've ever weighed in my entire life, I got 12 sternum pull-ups today. The form wasn't optimal, but I added those reps a bit too early. Me and Charlie also did 34 knuckle push-ups unnecessarily. We were only supposed to do 33. But once again, I believed it was a Monday for some reason. Yes, I'm an employed person, but it wasn't long ago that I actually had a Monday off, because Sweden has a bit of weird, I don't know how to translate it, we call it like red days. So for some reason, some religious bullshit, I'm not religious at all, but basically the entire nation of Sweden didn't have to work last Monday, I believe. So I got very confused and thought that that was the case for me now as well, but it wasn't. I thought it was simply a Monday and that I was off from work, but it was a Sunday, so my brain completely malfunctioned. Moving on to pistol squats, I also did 14 reps here, while strongly believing that it was a Monday. So I could have done 13 reps and chilled, but I added reps one day too early. It is what it is. I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow, except by that time it will actually be on the correct day. But I guess running ahead of schedule isn't as bad as running behind schedule, so I'm happy. This video is quite long. I'll just have to speak over it. Other than that, guys, if you're interested in more specifically what my bulking plans are, how I'm planning to do it, I just dropped it. For the most part, it's going to be maintaining certain average weights. If I'm below, I'll simply add calories. If I'm above, I'll drop calories and kind of zigzag my way upwards in the body weight department. But if you're still interested, make sure to check out my 2023 bulking plan part 1 video that I made early this morning, or this afternoon, as I should probably say. So yeah, me and Charlie here doing 14 solid reps with this, and one of the exercises that I believe that I'll make the most progress on when it comes to squat, bench, deadlift will probably be the squat, because these single-legged, whatever you want to call them, pistol squats are way more challenging than any version of a regular squat, obviously. And you're doing your entire body weight on one leg. If you want to extrapolate that out, this is like squatting 160 total weight, so that will be 80 kilos added to my regular body weight. So this is like equivalent to doing 80 kilos for 14 reps, which that's all right, but my best is 100 times 16. However, it does seem I'm a bit stronger when I use both legs as opposed to using just one leg like this. So that's kind of the maths. The math ain't mathin' all of the time, guys, unfortunately. But what I believe is, since I'm going to gain so much body weight this year, and since this is a very difficult exercise, and I'm also going to add a weighted vest later, I'll be doing around 23 kilos heavier on that exercise than I'm doing right now. And for both legs. So that's like adding 46 kilos total to the squat. And I'm also doing it for very high reps, which means that when you add weight to a high rep exercise, you're also adding more strength than if you were to add it the same amount of weight to a 1 rep max. The only issue is I've counted my body weight into those. So it's not going to become like a 60 kilo, 70 kilo squat increase, but it could very, very well be a 40 or a 50 kilo squat increase. So that's going to be very, very interesting to watch. Next exercise. Today, I also believe that I was supposed to do 17 reps on these deadlifts. And since I believe that it was a Monday, which it wasn't, and since I miscounted, I actually did 2 reps more than I was supposed to, doing a total of 18 reps on these double overhand deadlifts. Now, as you saw on the pull-ups, I flexed my back for you guys a bit, and I believe that my back is making really excellent progress, and I do believe that a good part of that is not just down to the sternum pull-ups, it's also down to these. Doing high rep deadlifts on a daily basis has, in the beginning, it led to me kind of feeling compressed, me kind of feeling not super good back-wise, but now it's just really hitting the muscles. So my back, my spine is used to this compression by this point, but the actual muscles, my spinal erectors, traps, etc. are getting a lot bigger. Obviously that's relative, but I do believe that this is an exercise that's really added a lot of thickness and juiciness to my back over this time that I've been doing this. Next up is the jump rope. I'm not going to speak too much longer. I just want to say that this was fucking hard. 14 minutes. I was supposed to do 13, but I got the day wrong once again. So I did 14 unnecessarily. It is what it is. By the way, guys, skip forwards like 6 minutes of this double speed bullshit, and you will see me taking another icy dip in the lake to celebrate the fact that I accidentally trained way too hard today, which is a good thing. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye. Det ser susset jättenära kameran.
Så det är typ inte.
Du kan sluta videon.